Welcome guys to another episode of Picture Craft. I finally got my welder, the FIRSTESS MP200. I ordered this in Black Friday of 2021, and I literally just got it a couple of days ago. We are in April, so it took some time to get here, but nonetheless it's here. And this is the multifunction power MIG, TIG, MMA, and cut. This has the plasma cutter that I've been wanting for a while. So today we're going to do the unboxing of this beauty. Then I will be putting it to test probably in the next video, because it's pretty late and I'm excited to open this thing. Without further ado, let's get into this. All right, guys. So here we go. Let's open this bad boy. Let's see what's inside. This is exciting times. I love to hear that little crack from opening up this thing. Big box, and it's heavy. All right. So get this big box in here. And here she is. There's another box at the bottom. We don't need this big one anymore. So she's a beauty, guys. She is a beauty. She is definitely a beauty. See, next time I should be turning off my phone so I don't have people calling me while I'm filming. But she is here, guys. Let's I'm so excited about this thing. I've been waiting for this thing for a while. Alright, so we're gonna open up the small one. Let's see what's inside. You know what? I didn't even order this extra kit, but it came with it. So you got extra needles, needle heads, or whatever you want to. I don't even know what to call these right now. The spare kits, contact tips, gas nozzles, and diffusers. Shield cups, 50 piece. Man, this is and look at this beauty. That's all included in this kit. So this came, I bought this in Black Friday. I initially wanted to get this on their startup, but I missed the startup. The startup was 500, but it was the older version. Oh look, this is where the TIG will be. And that was going for $500. So I waited because it was on their site for pre-order at $1,000, right? And then Black Friday came along, and Black Friday was the greatest sale they had. So after taxes, after everything, this came out to be $680. Okay. And this is by no means an advertisement for YesWelder. I've been going back and forth with their customer service. Excellent customer service. They're very responsive. So I initially ordered the one that has the red on the side, like right here. These doors are red, like it has more red. That was the initial product that they had on the startup. What was it? Kickstarter. Excuse me. And after many back and forth, trying to get tracking number, trying to figure out what's taking so long, you know, this and that, I get an email notification saying that they are upgrading me to this version. Apparently, this is the more improved version. That I believe what they said was they have improved the welding, they have improved the contacts, and so on and so forth. I haven't used this, so this is the first YesWelder brand I've ever owned. My previous welder, as you can see in the background, is the orange one, is the Vulcan, however you want to pronounce it, from Harbor Freight. That's the Vulcan 140, flux core, wire fed gas, uh, 110 volts. But since I built my shed, since I now have 220 in here, so this plug is going to come in handy because now I'm going to use my 220 output on my in my shed to do my weldings and stuff. So I should have a better arc and cleaner welds. So enough talking. I know you guys don't want me to talk too much. So let's open the big box where it has all the good stuff in there. All right, so first thing is what do we have? This is the tubing for the gas, I believe. Extension, conversion plug from 220 to 110. So if you have a 110, you can plug in. So I have 110 here. I'll probably plug it in for 110. Oh, this is sorry. This is probably for the air compressor for the plasma cutting. This is for the gas. And another hose for the air compressor. So I gotta figure out how I can have two tanks for this thing. One with 75-25 argon and one with 100% argon for TIG welding. Yeah. Hey guys, if I get my TIGs and MIGs mixed up, don't mind because I'm still a junior amateur welder. Oh, this is the stick welding. I've never stick welded before, so this might be interesting. So, pretty thick wire. Seems to be a good quality. I mean, it's plastic. I mean, I shouldn't be expecting more, but I believe these are universal. So I might be able to upgrade these later on down the line if I use this. I don't think I'll ever use the stick welding, but you'll never know. You'll never know where you end up or where you're gonna need it. So stick welding is always good to have if you are welding outside. If you don't have access to flux core, or if you don't have access to flux core, I should say. So this is the ground contact. So this looks a lot like the Harbor Freight one that I have. I don't know. I mean, if you guys, the professional welders and people who do welding for a living, I don't know. You guys leave your comments down below. Let me know if these are cheap or I'm comparing to what I have before. They all look the same. They don't really. I mean, it seems to be having a good grip, but I don't know if just having these two tip as a contact for like small for thinner metal. I don't know. I've been using almost the same thing with the Harbor Freight one. So this seems to be the way to go, I guess. You just want that metal to metal contact, so you could get a good arc and you could get a good contact for it. So put that over here. And the big boy, the bad boy. Yeah. Oh, this is so much better than the one that I got. Oh, this is This is great. This is, I like the plastic. I like the feel of the plastic too. This is awesome. This is awesome. I like this. Well, you get 2 extra tips right there. So this kit by far is the most complete kit I've ever seen in a welding package. To be honest, you have your little cheap brush with a little hammer. You got your user guide with some Teflon tape, some wire connect clamps, and I don't know what that is. I have to find out what that is. Oh, this might be for the spool. What are you? Are you? Oh, there we go. There's a little vacuum here I'm trying to get out. So this is for the air compressor, and you have the oil separator or water separator right here. So you don't want any water when you're using your plasma, and you have your pressure gauge too. So from what I have been reading, guys, it needs to be at 70 psi, I believe. I will be setting this up later, so let me put this in the corner so I don't lose the stuff. And here's the plasma. No, this is not the plasma. Oh, this is the torch for the MIG. Yes. Oh, this is awesome. Look at that. So many extra parts that came with this kit. The parts alone are worth about $100, guys. The parts alone are about $100. So I am very, very excited. This is really good. This is good stuff. Again, I am not a professional welder, so I like to hear you guys' comment on if you think this is a good welder for for beginners or semi-professional people who want to start out welding or who want to do welding for a living. And the plasma cutter kit. This is the important one that I've been waiting for. The plasma cutter. Again, look how much extra parts they're giving with this kit. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I've never seen a kit that comes with this many extra parts. And here it is, the plasma cutter. And this is a contact plasma cutter. So when you want to start cutting, you have to make the contact for it to create the arc. Then you can just start cutting. This is great. And it has a little protector right here, so you don't accidentally push this and create an arc. But it does have a good sleeve over the pipe and the power, and this is the air. So this is awesome. All right, I'll be right back. We're gonna assemble the rear of this thing for the plasma cutter. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we're gonna attach these to the air cleaner, or whatever, the elf filter, or whatever you guys want to call these. They have so many names. So I'm just gonna use the Teflon that they provided. There's no reason for me to get a different one. So I'm just gonna use that. We're gonna wrap these. Make sure everything is wrapped good. this is some good Teflon. It doesn't want to rip. Guys, when you put Teflon on, make sure you don't cover the holes. A lot of the time, that little part that covers the hole can turn into a debris and create a lot of problems later on down the line. So that's one thing you guys definitely be careful from creating a debris into the machine, which is something nobody wants to do. So we got that. Then the last piece is the air pressure gauge. All right. A little too long, so I'm just gonna cut it. And there we go. All right, so the pressure gauge goes in the center. You know, like so. You can pretty much hand tight this one because definitely gives you a snug fit, and you just want to make sure it's level so you could read the pressure. And guys, there is like a little air right above right here that shows which side the airflow is supposed to be. So it enters here, exits out of this side. Where's my So be careful when pay attention to the direction of the airflow so you don't make a mistake. This goes pretty well inside. Okay. Well, I hope it doesn't leak air. So that's the. All right. Once you have this in, so this is what the cut gas goes in. Basically, this sits here. You have the out going into this. This is where it goes. So that's where you have to connect the two. So what they did was they have provided this short hose. And what are you going to do? You're going to put this little strap in there, the bottle strap, the hose strap. And we're going to tie this up. Guys, there's nothing like a smell of brand new plastic, right? It smells delicious. And this is the hose that connects to your air compressor. So you will need a tip for this that you could attach to your air compressor. So that's very important. So that's what you need. But we're gonna connect the tip to this for now. And we'll get to the air compressor part later because we're just going to do the assembly for today. Can you guys feel the excitement, guys? I'm definitely excited to use this thing. I've heard good reviews. I've heard some bad reviews. you know, there's always going to be people that who are not satisfied with the way things are. But, you know, as I always say, you get what you pay for. So, you know, this is not the most expensive welder out in the market. But as for an all-in-one product, I think for beginners or for DIYers, this is a really, really good deal. This way you have flexibility on doing many, many different things. Many different things. So you can cut, you can weld, you know, all the fun stuff that you can do. So I'm actually very excited for this thing. I can't wait to start using this thing. So there's some extra nuts in here. I don't know what they're going to be used for, but I'll just place them back on there for whatever they're going to be used for. Okay. This. So, when you get this thing, there's like a little red screw that goes on top like this. What happens is once you install that, this is gonna go and sit like this, and you're gonna put this on, and you're just gonna hand tighten this one, like so. Okay, and this is gonna feed into here, which we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna feed it into there. We're gonna get our screwdriver and tighten this bad boy up. And that's it. And that's all you need to do for that. And the rest of it I will have to get the connector for my air compressor and connect it to this, which I don't have right now. I will show you guys when I do the demonstration on this. I will then show the connection for the air compressor. So this is where the MIG gas goes, right here, right next to it. So MIG gas is this pipe right here. You know what? Let's connect this one too, since I'm gonna use it tomorrow or one of these days. So same thing. Let's put some Teflon to this thing. And what happened to this? Guys, look what happened to the Teflon tape. This is funny. I guess I tried to use a little too much, and I made a Teflon mess. There we go. This Teflon is pretty. This is pretty tough stuff. So it's pretty good. I mean, I have to give them that. It's pretty good stuff. Usually Teflon you can rip pretty easily. This one is not that easily ripped. So, you know, maybe Chinese can build something durable, but you know, who am I to judge at this point? Where is my cutter? There we go. Yeah, I have to use a razor cutter to cut this thing, which is weird. Never had to do that with the Teflon tape. I'm so far very satisfied with the material that it has come with. Very satisfied. Seems to be heavy duty. One thing I haven't seen yet, you know what it is? A user's manual. I have not seen the user manual on this thing on how to connect these stuff, or, you know. All right. The only thing it came with is this. So this will tell you how to connect the polarities of for MIG FCAW, for TIG welding, for cutting, and for MMA, which is stick welding. And the back is blank, and this is welder setting. So it's gonna give you the setting for the welder. So let's actually try to, I'm not gonna connect the plasma right now. So let's move the plasma away. I will start it up for you guys because I want to see how this thing's going to work on the startup. So we're going to just start up on, let me get the correct one, for MIG welding. So stick welder, we will move it here. We will move this bad boy. And always clean up your work area, because clean up your work area is the best way to do things. You don't want clutter, you don't want mess. Still need to figure out what this is for. I don't know what this is. If anybody knows, please leave a comment down below. So we're gonna move these to the side, and we're gonna do a first startup on this bad boy. Okay. So we're gonna plug it into 110 because I happen to have a 110 plug here. The plastic cover on this thing should come off fairly easily, but you know, just like everything else in my life, nothing's easy. So I'm gonna get my trusty screwdriver. And try to move the cap. This thing has a cap here. So, and you remove this little plastic cover for the gas feed. I believe that's a gas feed. So that's the connector, which connects in here. You know, I'm loving this, guys. I am freaking loving this. This is so freaking awesome. And look at connected. Then we're gonna look at our trusty guy for MIG. This is gonna go right there. So just this is just for testing purposes. We're not actually going to be welding right now. And it's a twist lock, which is great. Gonna move this little bad boy from here. And the on and off switch is in the back. I wish it was on the front, but it's in the back. Isn't that great? So let me see if I could zoom into this thing. There we go. I'm not a professional videographer, guys, so excuse the. Let me see if you can focus on this thing real quick. It probably won't focus. Ooh, that was bad. All right. So this is as good as it can get for now. But tomorrow, when I actually want to do welding, I will do a close up on this, and so we can get a clear image on the options. But you have the home button here, so this will give you the option for MIG welding, FCA, WS, which is flux core, lift TIG, plasma cutting. So if you want to do plasma cutting, for example, you do that. Then you have the actual setting, stick welding. We're going to do MIG welding. So you're going to do MIG welding. You're going to put that. Look, you put 21.8. This is how you control the ampage on this thing. You push this button in, and here it says CO2 100%. Then you could go out air 100%, air 80%, CO2 20. Not air, sorry, argon. Argon, right? So then you have steel or stainless. So you have the option to choose that. 0.030 or 0.035. Then you have, oh, it has a memory. So burn back. You could play the burn. You can mess with the burn back. You could change that around. Uh, this is the thickness of the steel you are trying to weld. So quarter inch, 10 gauge, 12 gauge, 14 gauge, 16 gauge, 18 gauge. So what it does, it automatically changes your setting. Like for example, for 18 gauge, it's saying 20 amp, 4.2 feet per minute for wire feet. So it automatically sets it. Then if you're not happy with it, what you do is you could do manual changes here, right? So you could change it to 21, 22 amp. You could do 20. You could do up to. You could change it however much you want, right? Um, so as you change the ampage, the wire feed changes, the volt changes, everything starts to change, right? So this is awesome. This is all automated for you. This is great. Over here it shows the polarity. So this shows this as negative right now, and showing the gun as positive. So this is showing right now as positive. So so yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry if the image is blurry, but I will have the next video will have a clear image of the display, which we can go through all the settings and do a test weld uh, on this thing. And we're actually going to do a plasma cut as well. So we're going to do test weld, plasma cut, uh, and we'll see how it goes, because I am so excited to use this thing. It's unbelievable. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Most importantly, I want to see your comments down below. Uh, I will be making more videos with this welder as I go through my small projects that I have at home. Um, I started out with a $100 welder, and I started making things out of that $100 welder, where now it funded me to buy it funded me to buy my more expensive welder that I have that I've been using for the past 2 years, and this is totally a big step up for me as far as having a plasma cutter, having a MIG TIG stick combination welder, and I'm I'm very excited for this. And I encourage you, if you are a DIYer, if you're a first-time beginner welder, um, spend a little bit more money, get a decent welder to start out with. I'm not saying go spend a few $1,000s on a welder and start welding and learn how to weld. If you are just if you just want to do some welding around the house, um, get something that's decent that doesn't require a lot of cleaning. I learned that the hard way. The $100 cheap Harbor Freight welder that I got, it was a flux core welder, and the amount of cleaning I had to do was insane, and it was a learning curve. Uh, but this has automated everything for you, so you just put the steel gauge and start welding. And the fact that I could do 220 or 110, that's great for mobility purposes. uh, I can take this anywhere I want, and I don't have to use gas with everything I use. I could use flux core and I could use stick welding. So depending on what the job is at this point. So with that, guys, again, subscribe to the channel, hit the share button, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this welder, if you ever used it or if you're thinking about getting it. I tell you this, if you are planning to order one, they are on pre-order, which means you place your order and you wait several months to get it. Is it worth the wait? We can find out later. Um, from what I've been seeing, from what I've been reading, people are very happy with the welder, and I believe it is worth the wait. For me, at least, it was, because I already had one. For you who you are anxious to start welding, it might give you time to think about what techniques you're going to use, what are you going to do, gives you some time to plan and all that stuff. So I encourage you to check out YesWelder's website for specifically this product. I haven't not used any of their other products. I like to have an aluminum welder. I don't know why. I just want to have one, because I do work with some aluminum, and it'll definitely give me a flexibility to weld aluminum. Uh, but I'll get what I can, because again, I am not welding is my hobby, and I've come to love welding. I've come to love to learn the technique, and skill work is very important work. So if my main job goes away, I could rely on welding, and thanks to YesWelder and making this five in one product, making everybody's life easier, at least for us DIYers, or you could do light jobs and all that stuff. I mean, with this thing, yeah, but apparently you could do heavier jobs up to, I mean, you can cut up to half an inch of steel with the plasma cutter if you're using 220 volts. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to make this video any longer than it is. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Peace out.